y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Wake me up when September ends because it's gonna be October. But today we're gonna be talking about my hits and misses in the month of September. And before we get any further, and before I forget, y'all know I've been wanting to include a favorite song that I've been listening to a lot this month. And I did it once and y'all liked it, and then I never did it again because I have the memory of a gnat. So we're just gonna start off with that. I actually have a singular song and a whole album. The first album is I Am Ghost's Lover's Requiem album. For fans of, I would say, My Chemical Romance, a little bit of Korn, a little bit of Paramore, kind of, that era there. This is a band that I just absolutely love. They helped shape a lot of my aesthetic, my style, a lot of, my writing inspiration, and I listen to them year round, but when it hits September and it starts getting into that spooky time, I do tend to just re-listen to this album a lot, and I feel negligent if I did not include it and share it with y'all. It is not for the, if you like a softer kind of music, this may not be for you. If you like something a bit more intense, check it out. Then for a song that I have been listening to a lot is the single The Promise by another group that I absolutely love, Elysion. They are another sort of symphonic gothic metal group. And this is more kind of in a ballad sense. It's very strong, it's very powerful, but it has very moving lyrics. And that's really one of the things that touched me about the song so much, is it starts out so beautiful and soft, and then it just has this power that emanates within the lyrics. And I think that's what makes it just so, why I love it so much. And for any of you who all have been sort of following my situation here at the end of September, you may kind of understand why I would be drawn to a song like this for an extended period of time. But enough talk about music. Let's get into why most of y'all came here for, and that is going to be discussing the makeups. I have two things from Octoly, not a lot, because a lot of times when you beg for makeup on Octoly, the companies are like, no, you suck. Which hurts, but don't take it personally. And y'all know, I've been on the hunt for a new good liquid liner. Now this was achieved with that Physicians Formula Eye Booster and eyeliner on Flake right now, and this is the Doucce, D-O-U-C-C-E Fierce and Fine Graphic Pen, gifted to me by Doucce or Dose, or I don't know, for review purposes. Thank God my opinions are allowed to be my own, because this sucks. Like, you always get I must admit, when I had my first experience with the Kat Von D tattoo liner, my soul just about left my body. I went with it and I was like, that is so black. That is so opaque. That is so pigmented. I just about lost it. And ever since then, I've been waiting to have that experience again. And so when you pull this out and you're just yeah, that looks kind of whatever there, but the fact that you have to press so hard to get that, and that's just on the hand there. Actually having it go over your eyeshadow at a surface that isn't completely flat, basically hopeless. This thing, it's so dry. It's like the stuff will not dispense down into the end of the tip appropriately, so you don't get a smooth or opaque or clean line. It skips. It's definitely not the new eyeliner of my dreams. Then one of my favorite places to honestly score skincare is from Octoly, because your girl loves skincare, but your girl doesn't love spending money on skincare. So they carry two Korean brands a lot through Octoly that I absolutely love. Y'all would have seen me talk about IOPE and this Amore Pacific, which I had no idea, but apparently they carry at Sephora, which is good for me and you to know. And I got the Amore Pacific Essentials collection here, gifted to me by Amore Pacific for review purposes. Now, I will admit, this kit you would have seen in my last monthly hits and misses. I got another kit by them, which I wish I'd paid more attention and been like, oh, some of the items overlap, which is great for some of the items, like this moisture bound rejuvenating eye treatment gel. They have this in the other kit that I've been using. Love this. Love this. I don't see that it does anything to, like, you know, diminish fine lines or make my eyes look any less old. But what it does do is it delivers a beautiful amount of hydration to your skin. It just really helps to depuff this eye area. And if my skin, like in this area, is ever feeling like super tight or dry, y'all probably know I've been crying a lot. And so at the end of the day, when you've cried off all your expensive skincare, this is really nice. I really like this eye cream, and I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for something that's going to be very moisturizing and hydrating, but isn't necessarily going to give you like crazy, oh, I have no more wrinkles sort of benefits and effects. It comes with a little mini moisture bound skin energy hydration delivery system. I have a large version of this that I got that it's okay. It's not any better, well, it's definitely not any better than, like, say, my Tarte Ready Set Radiant and stuff like that. It does have a very perfumey scent. You know, it's not the best and it's not the worst. It's just kind of a, this is not a hydration mist that I would repurchase. I really like the treatment cleansing foam. It's a great cleanser. Doesn't strip my skin at all. I really like this. Get a little baby size. I need to get the big person size. I've made it through the kid try size, because this is just a really nice, like, enzyme peel that just helps to exfoliate your skin, and it's so nice. And then the moisture bound rejuvenating cream. This is a beautiful moisturizer. It is a thicker, more intense, gonna do kind of a little bit more than moisturize, kind of like the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, where it's a moisturizer, but it's also got other stuff in it that's gonna, you know, make your skin just feel better. And they also had that in the other kit as well, so I've got things in here that I'm like, yes, this is great. I have backups now. But y'all don't want to hear all about Octoly stuff, so let's talk about the other things that, you know, I spent my own ding-dang money on, and one of which being the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Pro Pigment Collection #1. Now, why they had to release another one like 3 weeks after releasing this one, I don't know. I will buy it. I'm gonna review it. But this, I love this. You will see this in probably a couple different tutorials that I've got coming in for the spooky times. But I do just absolutely love this palette. The colors, the pigmentation. I will leave my review down below. I think the formula of this is just absolutely fantastic. And if the second one, which is, I saw that and my bright color-loving soul left my body for a moment. If it is the same quality as this, I will be heavily deceased. I love the matte to shimmer ratio. The shimmers are beautiful. Everything is just, I just love this. Every time I've needed a black, I have reached for this one here, for this D5 shade, because this is a beautiful, beautiful, and very easy to work with black. It is just so well formulated. In my review, I highly recommended this, and I have just been, this is one of those palettes, how sometimes you get a palette and you get it and you review it and you're like, yeah, it's great, it's amazing, I'm gonna use it so much, and then you don't. This is not that case. I have been reaching for this a lot. The formula is absolutely beautiful, and I just love everything about about it. Then some more eyeshadows that I love everything about were actually a gift from one of you all. This is from a brand called Sydney Grace, whom I'd kind of heard of before, but I'd never tried anything from. And this is specifically, I believe this is the Danny's bundle. But what it is a collection of absolutely beautifully curated greens. Y'all know I live for some green eyeshadow, and she knew I live for some green eyeshadow. And the funny thing is, I'd actually seen this on someone's Instagram back when it came out, and I remember lusting after it and being like, wow, that is such a beautiful green set. And then I never did anything else with it. It just kind of, and then they sent it to me, and I was like, whoa. Whoa, prayers, answers, wishes do come true. And these are beautiful. The mattes are absolutely gorgeous. They work beautifully together. They've been working really well with ColourPop, Melt Cosmetics, the other like iconic green palettes that I use in my collection. I've also been using a lot of the lighter ones, like this one right like that one, and then like this one right here, even this one. Some of the brighter, lighter greens I'll do like I did today and just do it all over, and they're just so beautiful. They look gorgeous on the skin. I need to get me like a Z palette, some kind of magnetic something so I can put these in here so that I can then go and buy more from them, because these are just absolutely beautiful. I was beyond impressed, and basically these are what I've been using for green eyeshadow. Then this month was kind of just filled with like, oh, I'm gonna try this and see what happens. And then you're like, oh, okay then. From ColourPop, specifically their Fourth Ray Beauty, their skincare line. This is the Rainfall 2% Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I love this. This is great. I think it's like $12. I had run out of my Ole Henriksen vitamin C one. They're like Truth Serum, whatever line. But I had this and I was like, okay, all right, we'll try it. We'll do it. And it's really, really nice. I'm really liking how my skin just kind of like drinks this in. It's a very like light and cooling, and it just feels really good on your skin, and it really does do a lot to kind of plump and hydrate and really just like fortify your skin. I think this is really great, and if I didn't have 50,000 other things of skincare that I need to open and try, I would be immediately repurchasing this after running out of it. I will repurchase it again at some point. This is a serum I can stand behind. Okay, then another skincare thing. Now this is kind of funny because in my last video, y'all would have seen me talk about a rice something powder exfoliant from Amore Pacific that I'd received from Octoly, and I liked it. It was really nice. It made my skin feel very soft, very smooth. And then I decided I wanted to try the Tatcha, the classic polish Tatcha, the rice polish classic. And I like this one better. Not because I think it is a better exfoliant. They're about the same price point, but I think this one compared to that other one is just better for my drier skin. I think that the Amore Pacific one would just be more suited for someone to say normal to oily, because I think it just kind of stripped my skin just a titchy bit after using it on a, you know, long-term continued base, which is why I then switched to this one. And this one has been absolutely wonderful. It lathers, it foams, it really does kind of do that like non-invasive and yet deep clean that does leave my skin feeling very, very smooth and very just like after I rinse it away, I feel like my pores can breathe. Obviously, I'm going to try other exfoliants, but this is definitely one that I've used and really enjoyed the outcome of. And I try not to say that lightly because skincare that is overhyped and overexpensive is not something that I appreciate. Then this is something that y'all would have seen on the Twitter, Snapchat. I got that random Sephora package. One of y'all did. After my confusion of being like, what? All wondering where the frig this makeup had fallen out of the sky from. One of y'all did come through on Instagram and were like, hey, look, it's me. You're not being stalked. And I was like, okay. But this is the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Polish. Thank you so much for sending it to me, but this doesn't do pretty much anything for my skin, because typically in my skincare routine I'll just wash it, you know, with a cleanser, and then I'll be like, let's go in with an exfoliant to really like gunk everything. And this one just kind of, you know, it's a facial radiance polish, help exfoliate, brighten, and purify, and it just kind of doesn't. Like, it's not that it's doing anything bad to my skin. I just I don't notice it doing anything wonderful. So it's just kind of like a I don't know if it has to do, you know, with the fact that I've got drier skin or what, but I don't feel especially clean or purified or polished or anything after I use this. It was just kind of like a, oh boy! And then you're like, oh, okay. I honestly feel like that's worse than like when makeup disappoints you, because skincare, I just get so excited about skincare and finding skincare that works for me, that when I find something that's like not, you're just like, wait. But unfortunately that was something that just didn't do it for me. Then some random, very inexpensive finds that did do it for me. I'm actually wearing one of them today. Found these at the dollar store. These are the LA Colors highlights. Straight up. Packaging is beyond cheap, but what you get inside is beautiful. This one here is in the shade Glow Time, which is the one I've got on today. It's just a really nice highlighter. I mean, you're like, for $1, I've tried dollar highlighters that suck. This gold one, which is Shine Bright, like swatches. You're just like, oh, okay, they look just like a shimmery powder, but they look so nice. Like, they're just, you know, you don't expect much, and then you pop it on, you're like, oh, okay, I'd pay $1 for that. I'd pay $15 for that. You know, I've paid $32 for Too Faced highlighters that weren't as impressive as these. I'd never seen them anywhere before. I think this kind of stuff sometimes comes to Five Below too. If you see these at your dollar store, definitely recommend them. They also have 2 more shades that are on the deeper melanin that I didn't get because pasty is upon us. But I think these are great for $1, even for $5. You are going to get some beautiful glow, and they don't accentuate texture, which for $1, how can you go wrong? Alright, all y'all, there is my month of hits and misses for September. I am beyond excited for October. I hope you all are as well. Definitely let me know what you think about the products I talked about, as well as something you've been loving or hating this month. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!